It's Friday. It's been quite sunny and warm most of the day. We had quite a bit of rain overnight, but it looks as though there's a bit of threatening cloud coming over. I've finally got off my ass and actually transplanted the candlestick flower, which is definitely wants to climb. You can see it's got the runners coming out from everywhere. So what I've done is I've put it in there. The beans I planted, or the peas, they just died. They didn't work. Maybe the wrong time of the year. I'm not sure. It might be just too hot for them. They had plenty of water and I gave them good soil, so I don't know. But the so you can see I've already trained the runners to go up there, and it's fairly healthy, and hopefully if it doesn't mind the soil it's in, it should do okay. So that's the first thing today, and the second thing I did was actually empty out this hanging basket which I've been using to propagate flowers from seed, and I've planted them around the stems of the other plants down there, the other flowering plant. It's on the base of that, and that mound, and the other plant over there. I'll put a few of them there, so I should give them a light watering just to give them a chance to water in. But the big thing today, what I want to do is open up my my potting mix, the good stuff, the Osmocote stuff, so that I can plant this. This is the ginger. This cost about $2.47 or something, I think, at Woolies yesterday. The eyes are what you've got to look for. There's not that many there, but I might be able to get a couple of sprouts coming out, because what they'll do is they'll use this for their food. You've just got to moisten it, put it under the surface of good potting mix, and the weather here is fine for it because it actually is a tropical plant, so it should love it up here in Cairns. I mean, this is probably only about 100 grams, because I mean it's 45 bucks. Actually, it must be about 50 grams, because it's $45 a kilo. That's how much it costs. It's not cheap. So that's why I want to propagate it too. I mean, I want to have fresh ginger, but it's bloody expensive to buy generally. So I think it'd be a good thing to try to grow, especially if I'm living in Cairns. Just makes sense. So I think it's a flowering plant too, so that'll be good. So I'll fill that up with the Osmocote, and I'll just put this lightly under. I'll water it. I did check out a video online that I've already watched before, just saying how to put it in. There's not much work required. Just got to make sure that the soil's moist, and eventually it will sprout through the soil. He said put it in that type of container, a wide one, because it wants to go in a horizontal direction. So he said that would be your best bet. So I'll do that. I've got the right container for it, and we'll see how it goes. It'll take a week or two, presumably, to know whether it's going to grow or not. But definitely worth a try. So there we go. Yeah, just heading down to the beach for a bit of a break. It's the weather looks a little threatening actually, but you know, it's a classic sort of feel that it could be thunderstorm weather. It's been quite warm today, so you know, we had a lot of rain lately too, so it's possible. Just need a sandy break, get out of the four walls of the house. One of my the greens I planted two different varieties of sort of tropical spinach, and two of them have actually started growing, so that's good news. I'll be very excited to see the ginger grow, but no sign yet. But that could take another week or so. And as far as the Thailand trip is concerned, I've got no idea whether I'm going or not at this stage. I'm going to keep hedge my bets tomorrow. I've got to go to the city tomorrow, so I'll go down to Office Works and get a couple of hard copies of one is of accommodation that I've booked over there, and the other one is my bank statement. I've got both of them now in PDFs, and I'll just print them off and send them in to the Thai embassy if I do go ahead getting a visa, which will be the next sort of basic step. But I'm in two minds because rules just keep changing daily in effect because of the latest variant. Now they've gone back on the loosening of the requirements for they're having to get PCR tests. They're now saying they're going to stick with PCR tests on arrival and the 1 night quarantine. So that's a real pain in the neck. And it just shows how easy things can change. There's just no certainty at all when you travel these days. And I mean, whereas the trip to Brisbane I'm looking forward to, there's no major encumbrances there because it's an intrastate trip, and that's a lot easier as a proposition. Yeah, it's a difficult one. Yeah, I've been watching a few YouTubes, well, quite a few YouTubes on what's going on in Thailand, specifically Patong in Phuket. The bars have been going full steam ahead, but then again, I just looked at a discussion panel based in Thailand from some expats, and they were the opinion that a few restaurants had been shut down because they'd presumably been selling alcohol without food. So there is a clampdown taking place in Patong in Bangalore Road, and if that's the case, again, that's the major reason to go to Phuket. I'm not a huge fan of Phuket or Patong, but if there's going to be a bit of action there, yeah, I'd be attracted to going there. But again, you don't know who's pulling the strings, what the decisions are made, whether they're made on the national government basis or the local government basis. The local government might be being shamed into doing something about it, and you know, I think there's definitely an element in Thailand that they're divided between promoting the entertainment or just basically getting rid of it, because there is a group of people over there who'd be quite happy to see all the bars go. And that's not just the Thai people. I think there's a few expats that feel like that from the feedback that I've seen. So, but of course, the downside for Thailand is they're going to lose a lot of money. Well, they've already lost a lot of money, and they're going to continue to lose that potential tourist dollar. So it's a real dilemma for them. But I, as a potential visitor, can't count on anything happening over there. I'd feel more secure going to Vietnam, quite frankly, which I really want to do anyway. And it looks as though my favourite bar, number 5 bar, is still in business, so that's good news. So apparently things are back to normal in Vietnam, except that they're not allowing people to come in as freely as they are in Thailand. Well, when I say that, I mean, it depends on the day of the week you're talking about, because it changes so frequently. But yeah, at the moment you have to be in a package tour to go to Vietnam, and I'm just not interested in that. That's just not my type of thing. I want to be an independent traveller. So I guess what could happen is I could just cancel the Thai tickets, rebook tickets to Saigon a little later in the year, next year, and hopefully by then the world's become a little more sane and is treating viruses and things with a little more flexibility, so that you know, if you're fully vaccinated, that was the great promise, that, you know, oh, you'd be fine, then you'd be able to live a normal life. Total bullshit. Sorry, is not happening. And so that's where we are at the moment. I've been watching a few bloggers overseas. There's a really nice guy, Wayne, Walkabout Wayne, English guy in Chiang Mai. He's a nice guy, and he always replies to my comments, and yeah, we get on really well. He even actually subscribed to my channel, which was really nice of him. So I get on very well with him. Yeah, this Crocs warning sign here, just near one of the entrances to the beach in Kewarra. This is different. It just says, you know, beware of crocs and stingers and what have you. it does say that the if they've got the yellow and red flags out, it does mean that there are lifesavers around. So I wasn't aware of that, so that's good to know. The other sign that was actually further down the beach, it's actually quite high, the water at the moment. Well, it is that time of day, I guess, but yeah, I haven't seen it quite this far in. But the other one was, of course, saying don't even walk near the water. So that was a bit more of a caution than this one here. This is sort of more just, you know, beware if you're in the water, but that one was sort of saying don't even walk near the water. And that's just further down the beach there. So I wonder if that means someone actually had been attacked or just seen a croc. I mean, crocs have been seen in beaches, I know that. So that definitely does happen. As you can see, it's quite overcast, but I don't know if it's going to rain. And there's some kids screaming. I could hear the building sounds taking place, I don't know, about a half a kilometre away or something the whole day. I don't know what's going on. It's from the direction of Trinity Beach. So I don't know what they're building up there, but it must be fairly major. Because I could hear this loud construction sound quite some time. Oh, it's good to get out. Yeah, I'm going to be heading to the city tomorrow, which will be a nice change, I guess. And I've got to do a few things apart from a medical appointment. Can't get cheap gin at Murphy's tomorrow. It's not on sale. That's not great. So I'll have to go to Liquorland trying to get my fix. I got the 4 bottles of tonic water delivered today, so the delivery came okay on at exactly the right time. So that was good. So I got my Coles, all my Coles food. I got stacks of food in the house. Froze what was left of my chicken curry. And I've got a crap load of the basmati rice now because I got that 5 kilo pack. I think that'll see me to travel to my next trip going to Brisbane. I think I'll have more than enough rice to see me through to that point. Yeah, a little bit of a breeze here, but it's not particularly strong. Not the most attractive though. I don't think anybody's swimming again. Yeah, I'm in 2 minds about the Thai thing, because I've actually gone to the trouble of booking those tickets, the airline tickets, the connecting ticket to Sydney and the one to Thailand itself. I'd probably like to go ahead with it, but I'm also a bit annoyed with the way things are turning out, making it tough for us to really know what's going to happen. I think it could happen. We're going to end up being stranded there because Anastasia could become hard ass in the interim and say that you can't come back to the state unless you're quarantined for 14 days. I don't know. Anything's possible these days. It's insane. So, yeah. No, it's very nicely near the beach. Just might go up this way, I think. There's a lot of mulch here. Yeah, well, like I say, there's no one swimming here right now. Well, I guess they're flags, aren't they? So I guess there is a lifesaver somewhere around here. Yeah, well, I've actually I've got some good news, I guess. I finally cracked it for the 700 subscribers, but 701 was sitting at 699 earlier today, and just sitting there, and I thought, oh, this is typical. It's going to be like that for a long time before it dips, but it actually got over the minor milestone. It's taken a long time. It hasn't exactly gone up fast. It might be because of what the type of t-shirt I'm wearing when I do most of these videos. Could be the comments I'm making that the YouTube algorithm doesn't like much. I'm obviously not a preferred type of person on the channel, and my days would be numbered, I guess. I know the guy, Sandy from Sweden, he's not very pro-vax, that's for sure. He actually he got a few strikes on his channel, and he decided just to pull the plug. Now's on BitChute and other platforms. So I think we'll see more of that. But look, this is what they want at YouTube. I just want it to be a fairly bland, safe platform that doesn't have much controversy unless it fits in with their political agenda. So hopefully they'll be called to account at some stage in the future if we finally get out of the Biden era, which you can only hope will happen at some stage. Maybe when the total US economy collapses, it'll force the issue. Yeah, anyway, so that was good. Got the 700 subs, so ultimately I was hoping for 1,000 to get monetized, but you know, there's not that much money to be made anyway. I think I was looking at there's an English guy's channel. I think he's got about 20,000 subscribers. I think he makes, the estimated earnings from his channel's about $16 a day. I mean, it's better than not earning $16 a day, but it's hardly worth the effort, I think. And that's why I don't put a great deal of effort into it anymore. I'm not going to do a daily basis thing because I just don't want to. It's just not something I want to do. So I'll do it when I feel like it, which is every few days now. It seems to work for me. And it probably works for people watching the channel too, you know. You can easily pad out a video with a lot of crap, which I'm probably doing right now. Anyway, if you enjoy this little walk down the beach, just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. I think the thumbs down thing is already starting to take effect. I've noticed a few changes in the way they look at the bottom of the screen. I don't even look at mine, I don't really care, to be quite frank. But other thing, please comment. They're going to keep them happening, I guess, and keep the subscriptions coming. It's a good thing. But it doesn't matter in the scheme of things, really. I'm happy with how things have gone, and met some interesting people and made some friends. So it's been very beneficial to me. So in ways I never imagined would happen. So it's good when things happen like that out of the blue. Yeah, it's very quiet today. There are a few people walking down the footpath. But, yep, one of these days I'll take a dip there. I mean it.